Welcome to the State of Wrestling, the Raw recap, SmackDown highlights, headlines in wrestling, and a brand new segment that I'm going to do here is called My Rant, all coming up right now on This Week in Wrestling. Alright, headlines. The Pope, D'Angelo Dinero, will not be leaving TNA. We reported last week here on the State of Wrestling that it was rumored that the Pope will be leaving TNA. Apparently that's not so. He's staying with Total Nonstop Action. X-Pac Sean Waltman is back in the WWE as currently is rumored as a trainer. He confirmed it that he is back in the WWE in some way, shape, or form. We're not sure if he will be returning to wrestling, to in-ring wrestling, or whether he'll just be in FCW training guys. It's really hard to say at this point. I think it'd be good for Sean Waltman to get back in the ring as X-Pac. They need star power right now, and he was a pretty big star in the 90s, so. Triple H is advertised for the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. I think that would be good. We need Triple H back in the ring. I realize he's doing his thing behind the scenes right now, but we need a guy like Triple H back in the ring to bring some of that star power back to the shows. The future of Ring of Honor is in question. There's supposed to be a meeting tomorrow, Saturday, May 21st, where they will announce what exactly the future holds for Ring of Honor. Impact Wrestling debuted this week. I didn't watch it. I never watched TNA, but I might check it out just to see, what kind of changes they made exactly. WWE is finally taking note on internet YouTube sensation Zack Ryder. If you haven't checked out Zack's YouTube channel, check it out. It's Long Island Ice Z is his YouTube channel. It's got a lot of very interesting videos on there, and he's very entertaining to say the least. Alright, so that's it for headlines this week. Raw recap. I'm gonna be honest with you, I did not enjoy Raw one bit. It was just, this pay-per-view that's coming up, they just rushed this way too much. Kofi and Punk had a good match. We set up R-Truth and Rey Mysterio after the Del Rio-Rey match. Del Rio's basically not even on the pay-per-view at this point. We had the contract signing between Lawler and Cole. Swagger basically told Cole that he's on his own from now on. And then at the start of the night, The Miz was picking John Cena's opponent in the stipulation. It ends up being a no-holds-barred match between Cena and Swagger. Cena wins. Miz comes down with a pipe, goes to hit him with it. Basically, that was Raw. Cena, of course, turned it around and basically told CM Punk that he will never quit. And that was a Monday Night Raw. There was a few other things that happened. We had a tag match. We found out that the tag titles would be defended. But, all in all, Monday Night Raw sucked. That's my opinion on that. So, I'm going to leave Raw at that. If you guys liked it, you liked it. I can't control that. On to SmackDown highlights. Christian beat Sheamus via disqualification. Mark Henry came in. That's how that happened, disqualified there. Daniel Bryan had a good match with Chavo Guerrero. Sin Cara came in at the end and basically attacked Chavo Guerrero, setting up that match for Over the Limit. And we had a couple other matches. Nothing big about SmackDown this week either. The wrestling on SmackDown has been better than Raw each week, though. Randy Orton beat Mark Henry by disqualification yet again. Christian comes in, and that was SmackDown. So all in all, this week, the two shows, Raw and SmackDown, sucked. I'm going to be honest with you. They sucked. I did not enjoy either one of them. But, going into a pay-per-view, you'd think you'd have a little more build-up. A little better build-up, at least. Obviously, it just shows the lack of what this pay-per-view is bringing. 3 weeks removed from Extreme Rules and they're doing this. But, that was Raw, that was SmackDown, that was headlines. On to a new segment here that I'm going to be doing each week. It's called My Rant. and it's basically my opportunity to bitch about what I don't like, what's going on in wrestling. This is called The State of Wrestling, so I'm going to give you my opinion on the state of wrestling right now. The state of wrestling right now needs stars. You got John Cena, you got The Miz, you got Randy Orton. CM Punk's a star, but they're not utilizing him the way they should because of the fact that everyone is in question right now as to what CM Punk's future is holding with the WWE. They need stars. They need to bring Triple H away from behind the scenes, bring him back out on camera. I mean, WWE has a lot of awesome young talent, no question about it, but they're not making these guys into stars. One month they'll take Kofi Kingston and make him over with everyone. The next month they push him away. They made Alberto Del Rio this huge monster star going into WrestleMania. They dropped him to Raw. They just throw it away. They give Christian the world title, set up the potential to make Christian an awesome champion. They throw it away. For the past 3 months, we've been subjected to see Michael Cole and Jerry the King Lawler each week bitching and complaining back and forth and back and forth. Then we have to sit through matches between them at pay-per-views. We have to hear about it constantly on Raw and SmackDown because Michael Cole is a commentator on SmackDown as well. That feud needs to end. Do not involve commentators in pay-per-views or matches. Push young guys and make them into stars. Granted, they have made, Cody Rhodes is a star, but you got to put more behind these guys than what they're doing. You got to start doing, building storylines into these pay-per-views. Eliminate some of these pay-per-views. That's the next point I was going to get to. We don't need to have Extreme Rules 1 week, and then 3 weeks later have another pay-per-view. There was no time to build any storylines for this. If they would have just left it, got rid of Over the Limit, and just went to the next one that's called Capital Punishment now. I think it was called Fatal 4-Way last year, if I'm right. But throw Over the Limit away, and then you got a good 5-6 weeks to build good storylines, build more stars going into the next pay-per-view, and instead of having the same guys, Randy Orton, John Cena, as the champs. Granted, The Miz was champ for a while, that was good. But why didn't they make Alberto Del Rio the champ? I was happy to see Christian win the title, no question about it. But what was wrong with having Del Rio as a champ? Del Rio and Orton say Del Rio won the title, stayed on SmackDown, the world title. Orton comes over, that's a good feud. That is star power. That is interesting right there. Same thing on Raw. Say The Miz kept the title, and you got Cena out of the title picture. Maybe say, I don't even know who would be a good opponent for The Miz at this point. They need more stars, is my point. They need to build more stars out of the existing people that they have. They need to start pushing the younger guys and making them stars. That's it for my rant, bitch fest this week. So we covered headlines, we touched on Raw, we touched on SmackDown. You have to listen to me bitch and complain about the companies. That's it for this week in wrestling. Coming up here on the State of Wrestling, we will do Over the Limit results show Sunday night, hopefully Sunday night. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get that done in time or not. If not Sunday night, it'll be up Monday. And the Superstar of the Week will return sometime next week. I'm not sure exactly who that'll be yet. If you guys have any, anyone you would like me to do a Superstar of the Week on, let me know. Send me an email, comment on this video. Yeah, so that's it. Thanks for watching.